So we're going to do a US30 breakdown on this video. We're going to start on the weekly time frame. So here's our all-time highs. This point here, it's the highest point that price has reached ever on US30. As you can see, we pushed into it, this level already, and we've melted off from here. We're now pushing back into this level again, potentially to come further to the downside. So we can draw a supply zone from the highs here. And then if we look at how the weekly candle closed this week, it closed bearish. If we switch to the monthly, we can see that we pushed in, we're starting to wick back. This could potentially flip bearish and continue down. So let's have a look at how the daily candle closed on Friday. Also closed bearish, pretty strong bearish as well. Let's jump down to the 4 hour. And you can see that price was in bullish market structure on the 4 hour, making higher highs and higher lows, as you can see here. This was our last higher low on the 4 hour time frame, and this was our most recent high. So you can see price actually did break structure to the downside. We then did pull back up to this level, so we can draw a supply zone here on the 4 hour from the level that created this break of structure, which was obviously here. We have this pin bar and then this massive move here, which broke structure to the downside. We pushed back into this level of supply and we've pushed away again. So what I'm looking at for the week ahead is a pullback on the daily candle. So we go to the daily, we have a look at the daily time frame. I'm waiting for some sort of pullback on the daily candle. I'm going to just draw what I anticipate the candle to look like. So a wick back on the daily, and then the next candle to continue down bearish. So this, if you could just imagine this being a bearish candle, that's what I always like to do, is imagine what the next candle is going to look like. So if you can imagine what the next one candle is going to look like on the daily or the weekly, you'll be able to make money. So pull back on the daily candle here, and then a push down and close bearish. So if we have a look at where we can target, closest zone that we can target is this level here, these wicks here. We could target here, or if you wanted to try swing it, if you think that we're gonna potentially push down a lot from this weekly zone, we could take profits at this level for a swing trade. So this indecision candle here, we can draw a zone from here. This could be another potential take profit area. So it's really up to you to make the decision if you think we're going to come down that far. If you're bearish on US30 and you want to swing it, you could hold down to here. Or if you think that this is just going to be a pullback, so if you think the price is just going to pull back, come down to this level and then break through the zone, well then obviously you're going to want to take profits around this zone. So two areas for you to take profits at, two areas for you to potentially take profits at on US30. You can see them clearly on the 4 hour. Like I said, I will be waiting for the daily candle to have a pullback first. So I'll wait for some sort of pullback up to this zone, and then I'll take price back down to, I'm going to take profits at this level. And if you look on the daily, the pullback should not break this high. So here's your previous daily candle, and there's the daily high on the candle. So if you're looking for sells, they're only going to be valid for me if price pushes back up and then flips bearish. If we push all the way back up here, I'm not going to look to sell because we've taken out the previous daily high, and the likelihood of it continuing bearish would then be unlikely. It's not impossible that it would happen, but it's just the odds are a lot less likely for it to take out the high on the daily candle and then come down. So I'd prefer if we just see some sort of a pullback and then the candle to flip bearish and continue.